down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Conditions. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. They'll test the right side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And they have made no bones about this first drive, have they? Like, they said they were going to come out and establish the run and be physical. And the more physical team was going to win. And this offensive line so far, first drive, setting the tone, getting movement up front, getting running backs going. Palmer, the game gets very easy when you can run the football and establish that early in the football game.
Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, LSU.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. The 40. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. They'll run the screen.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Rides the back and leaves it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Dumps it off in the flats. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Handoff, Caden Durham. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
On the ground, it's Hall. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. LSU quick to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo.
There's a crease. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9. Big pickup on that one.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it. It's Berry. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lopez. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. So now it's 2nd and long.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. Running into the open space. They're just plowing ahead.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, better look out! Got enough for the first. Found a seam on the left. At the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Sends it back in motion. Throws it back. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. A little release to the back. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They go right back to him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
It'll be 3rd and long. 22. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Daniels. A lot of defenders around on that screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Noles will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of room to the right. 10. Touchdown, Tigers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He might want another play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, noles! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Berry. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Back to throw, it's Levin. Here's the pressure. Got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The run inside. It's Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Off the RPO, complete. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Levitt. Steps away. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to take a shot at this DB. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Oregon State taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Beavers, who are faring well right now in their quest to turn this season around. 2-3 would hardly be 5-0, but if they can close this out, they've accomplished something. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Got the back over the middle. Breaks into the open. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it, man. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30, the 20, the inside. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pulls and fires complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll send the back in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Dances away. Running through contact. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tigers.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Brown. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Running inside. It's Durham. Maybe a crease. Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he makes the extra point. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. They got him in the end zone for a safety, just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. The give to Caden Durham. Makes it past the marker. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. On first down, it's Durham again. To the 15. Here's a little room there.
Gain of 23 on the play. First and goal, LSU.
LSU lining up first and goal. On the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Here's Durham. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll go jumbo package, 3 tight ends set on third and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
Florida State, 21.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, maybe a double pass. Pocket breaking down. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the move, it's Berry. LSU will get a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Here's a give to Durham. And a short run there, and that'll end it.